Hey everyone, today we're looking into something truly profound and empowering, the concept of trusting your higher self. It sounds a bit mystical, but it's really about tapping into that deeper part of yourself, the wise, intuitive part that always knows what's best for you. We're going to explore how aligning with this inner wisdom can lead you to the life you've always dreamed of. Now let's start by understanding what we mean by the higher self. Think of it as the most authentic, evolved version of you. It's the part of you that sees the bigger picture, understands your true purpose, and has a deep connection to the universe. It's like having an inner compass always pointing you in the right direction. When you trust your higher self, you open the door to incredible possibilities. You start making choices that are aligned with your true desires and values. You attract opportunities that resonate with your soul. You experience a sense of peace and fulfillment that can't be found anywhere else. But here's the thing, most of us aren't used to listening to that inner voice. We live in a world that's constantly bombarding us with external influences, expectations from others, societal pressures, fears, and doubts. It's easy to get caught up in all of that noise and lose touch with our own inner wisdom. And that's where the disconnect begins. We start feeling lost, confused, and unfulfilled. We chase after things that don't truly matter to us. We settle for less than we deserve. We wonder why we're not experiencing the joy and abundance that we see others enjoying. This disconnect from our higher self is at the root of so many of our struggles. It's what keeps us stuck in patterns that no longer serve us. It's what prevents us from stepping into our full potential. It's what keeps us from living the life we were truly meant to live. But the good news is we all have the power to bridge that gap. We can reconnect with our higher self and start living a life that's aligned with our deepest truth. It's a journey of self-discovery, and it starts with recognizing the ways in which we've become disconnected. Think about the times when you've ignored your gut feelings, pushed aside your intuition, or doubted your own abilities. These are all signs that you're not fully trusting your higher self. You're letting external influence dictate your choices instead of listening to your own inner wisdom. Maybe you've stayed in a job that makes you miserable because you're afraid of change, or perhaps you've settled for a relationship that doesn't fulfill you because you don't believe you deserve better. These are all examples of how the disconnect from our higher self can manifest in our lives. The key is to become aware of these patterns and start making a conscious effort to shift them. It's about learning to trust yourself again, even when it feels scary or uncertain. It's about having the courage to follow your heart, even if it goes against the grain. Your higher self is always there, patiently waiting for you to tune in. It's like a gentle whisper, guiding you towards your highest good. All you have to do is listen. So how do we start recognizing that inner voice, that gentle whisper of our higher self? It's often more subtle than we think. It's not always a booming voice in our heads, but rather a quiet knowing, a gut feeling, a sense of resonance or dissonance. Have you ever had a sudden flash of insight, an idea that seemed to come out of nowhere? Or maybe you've met someone and instantly felt a deep connection, like you've known them for years. These are all examples of your higher self communicating with you. It's that intuitive knowing that something is right or wrong, even if you can't logically explain it. Another way your higher self communicates is through synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that seem to happen for a reason. Maybe you've been thinking about a particular problem and then you randomly stumble upon a book or article that offers the perfect solution. Or perhaps you keep seeing a certain number or symbol repeatedly and it feels like it has a special message for you. These synchronicities are like little winks from the universe, confirming that you're on the right path. They're signs that your higher self is working behind the scenes, orchestrating events and opportunities to support your growth and evolution. The key is to pay attention to these subtle signals and trust your instincts. When something feels right in your gut, go for it. When something feels off, even if it seems like a great opportunity on paper, don't be afraid to say no. Of course, learning to trust your intuition takes practice. We've been conditioned to rely on logic and reason, to dismiss our gut feelings as irrational or unreliable. But the more you tune into your inner wisdom, the stronger it becomes. Start by simply observing your thoughts and feelings throughout the day. Notice when you feel a sense of excitement or enthusiasm, and when you feel a sense of dread or resistance. These are clues from your higher self, guiding you towards what's truly aligned with your purpose. You can also try journaling or meditation to access your inner wisdom. Set aside some quiet time each day to connect with yourself and ask for guidance. Write down any insights or messages that come through and trust that they're coming from a place of love and wisdom. And now let's talk about the biggest obstacles to trusting your higher self, fear and doubt. These two sneaky saboteurs can easily derail your progress if you're not careful. Fear can keep you stuck in your comfort zone, afraid to take risks or pursue your dreams. Doubt can whisper in your ear, telling you that you're not good enough, smart enough, or worthy enough. It's important to acknowledge these fears and doubts, but don't let them control you. Remember, they're just thoughts. They don't have any real power over you unless you give it to them. One way to overcome fear and doubt is to build your confidence. Remind yourself of all the things you've accomplished in the past, all the challenges you've overcome. Celebrate your strengths and talents and focus on your positive qualities. It's also helpful to challenge those negative thoughts. When you catch yourself doubting your abilities, ask yourself, is this really true? Or is this just my fear talking? Look for evidence to the contrary and focus on what you can do, not what you can't. Another powerful tool is to silence your inner critic. That voice in your head that's constantly judging and criticizing you, it's not your higher self. It's just a collection of old beliefs and programming that no longer serves you. When you notice that inner critic rearing its ugly head, try to observe it with detachment. Don't get caught up in its negativity. Simply acknowledge its presence and then choose to focus on more positive and empowering thoughts. Affirmations can be a great way to reprogram your subconscious mind and cultivate a more positive self-image. Repeat phrases like, I am capable, I am worthy, and I am deserving of abundance throughout the day, especially when you're feeling doubtful or insecure. Building confidence is a process. It takes time and effort, but it's worth it. The more you trust yourself and your abilities, the easier it will be to follow the guidance of your higher self. Now let's talk about aligning with your purpose. When you're connected to your higher self, you have a clear sense of what you're here to do in this life. You understand your unique gifts and talents, and you feel a deep desire to share them with the world. This sense of purpose is incredibly powerful. It gives you a sense of direction and motivation, even when things get tough. It helps you make choices that are aligned with your values and priorities. It fills your life with meaning and fulfillment. But how do you discover your purpose? It starts with connecting with your higher self and listening to its guidance. Pay attention to the activities that bring you joy and make you feel alive. What are you naturally good at? What do you love to learn about? What problems do you feel passionate about solving? These are all clues to your purpose. Your higher self is urging you to explore these areas and see where they lead you. Don't be afraid to experiment and try new things. The more you explore, the clearer your purpose will become. It's also important to remember that your purpose may evolve over time. What excites you today may not excite you tomorrow. That's okay. Allow yourself to grow and change and trust that your higher self self will always guide you towards what's most fulfilling for you in the present moment. Once you have a sense of your purpose, it's important to pursue activities that resonate with your soul. This doesn't mean you have to quit your job and become a full-time artist or activist, unless that's what your higher self is calling you to do. It simply means finding ways to incorporate your passions into your daily life. Maybe you can volunteer for a cause you care about, or start a side hustle that allows you to express your creativity. Even small steps can make a big difference. The key is to make choices that align with your values and bring you closer to your purpose. When you're living in alignment with your purpose, you'll feel a sense of flow and ease in your life. Things will start falling into place effortlessly. You'll attract opportunities and resources that support your goals. You'll feel a deep sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. Your purpose is not just about what you do, it's about who you are. It's about expressing your unique essence and contributing to the world in a meaningful way. When you're aligned with your purpose, you're not just living your best life. You're also making the world a better place. So take some time to reflect on what truly matters to you. What are your passions? What are your gifts? What kind of impact do you want to make on the world? Trust your higher self to guide you, and don't be afraid to follow your heart. Now that you're starting to connect with your higher self and align with your purpose, let's talk about setting clear intentions. This is where the magic of manifestation really starts to happen. Setting intentions is like planting seeds in the fertile ground of your consciousness. It's about declaring to the universe what you want to create in your life. But it's not just about wishful thinking. It's about consciously choosing what you want to experience, and then taking action to make it happen. And the key to setting effective intentions is to be clear and specific. Don't just say, I want to be happy. Instead, say, I intend to feel joyful and fulfilled in my work. Don't just say, I want to be healthy. Instead, say, I intend to nourish my body with healthy food and exercise regularly. The more specific you are, the easier it will be for the universe to deliver what you're asking for. It's like placing an order at a restaurant. If you just say, I want food, the waiter won't know what to bring you. But if you say, I want a veggie burger with a side salad and a glass of iced tea, you're much more likely to get exactly what you want. It's also important to set intentions that are aligned with your higher self. Don't just focus on material possessions or external achievements. Think about the qualities you want to cultivate within yourself, the experiences you want to have, and the impact you want to make on the world. Once you've set your intentions, it's important to reinforce them with visualization and affirmations. Visualization is the process of creating mental images of what you want to manifest. It's like creating a movie in your mind where you're the star and you're already living your dream life. The more vividly you can imagine it, the more powerful it will be. Engage all your senses. What do you see, hear, feel, taste, and smell in this ideal reality? The more real it feels, the more likely it is to manifest in your physical world. Affirmations are positive statements that reinforce your intentions. They're like little mantras that you repeat to yourself throughout the day. For example, if your intention is to feel more confident, you might repeat the affirmation, I am confident and capable. The key is to choose affirmations that resonate with you and feel true. Don't just repeat empty phrases. Feel the emotions behind the words and believe in the power of your intentions. Setting intentions is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. Make it a habit to revisit your intentions regularly and adjust them as needed. The more you focus on what you want to create, the more likely it is to manifest in your life. Now that you've set clear intentions and reinforced them with visualization and affirmations, it's time to take action. This is where many people get stuck. They set intentions, but then they sit back and wait for the universe to deliver. But manifestation is not a passive process. It requires you to take inspired action. This means taking steps that are aligned with your intentions and the guidance of your higher self. It's about being proactive and seizing opportunities that come your way. It's about stepping outside your comfort zone and trying new things. It's about trusting that the universe is conspiring to support you, and then taking the necessary steps to make your dreams a reality. Inspired action doesn't always mean big dramatic gestures. It can be as simple as making a phone call, sending an email, or having a conversation with someone. The key is to listen to your intuition and take steps that feel aligned with your purpose. Sometimes inspired action may require you to face your fears and overcome obstacles. But remember, your higher self is always there to support you. Trust that you have the strength and resilience to navigate any challenges that come your way. The more you take inspired action, the more momentum you'll build. You'll start seeing signs that you're on the right track. You'll attract the right people and resources into your life. You'll feel a sense of excitement and possibility. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Take that leap of faith and trust that the universe will catch you. As you take inspired action and start seeing progress towards your goals, it's important to remember the concept of detachment from outcomes. This means letting go of attachment to specific results and trusting the timing of the universe. It's natural to want things to happen quickly and easily, but sometimes the universe has a different plan. There may be lessons to be learned or detours to be taken along the way. Trust that everything is happening for a reason, even if you don't understand it in the moment. Detachment doesn't mean giving up on your dreams. It simply means surrendering to the flow of life and allowing things to unfold naturally. It's about focusing on the journey, not just the destination. When you're attached to outcomes, you create resistance, you worry about what might go wrong, and you doubt your ability to achieve your goals. This negativity can block the flow of abundance and prevent your desires from manifesting. But when you detach from outcomes, you create space for miracles to happen. You open yourself up to possibilities you may not have even considered. You allow the universe to surprise and delight you. One way to practice detachment is to focus on the present moment. Instead of worrying about the future or dwelling on the past, bring your attention to what's happening right now. What can you do today to move closer to your goals? What small steps can you take to create the life you desire? It's also helpful to cultivate a sense of gratitude for what you already have. When you appreciate the blessings in your life, you attract more abundance. Gratitude is like a magnet, drawing in more of what you're grateful for. So take some time each day to reflect on the things you're thankful for. It could be your health, your family, your friends, your home, or even just the simple pleasures of life, like a beautiful sunset or a delicious meal. The more you practice gratitude, the more you'll realize how much you already have to be thankful for. This shift in perspective can be incredibly powerful. It helps you release attachment to outcomes and trust that the universe is always providing for you. The journey of manifestation is not always a straight line. There may be twists and turns along the way, but if you stay connected to your higher self, take inspired action, and detach from outcomes, you'll eventually reach your destination. When you express gratitude, you shift your focus from what you lack to what you have. You acknowledge the abundance that already exists in your life, and you open yourself up to receiving even more. Gratitude also raises your vibration. It puts you in a state of joy and appreciation, which attracts more positive experiences into your life. It's like tuning into a different radio station, one that's playing all your favorite songs. The more you practice gratitude, the more you'll notice the positive changes in your life. You'll feel happier, more fulfilled, and more connected to the world around you. You'll attract more opportunities, more abundance, and more love. So how do you cultivate gratitude? It starts with making it a daily practice. Take a few minutes each day to reflect on the things you're grateful for. You can write them down in a gratitude journal, share them with a loved one. It's also important to express gratitude for both big and small blessings. Don't just focus on the major milestones in your life. Appreciate the little things like a warm cup of coffee, a friendly smile from a stranger, or a beautiful flower blooming in your garden. The more you practice gratitude, the more natural it will become. You'll start to see the good in everything, even in challenging situations. You'll develop a deep sense of appreciation for life itself, and you'll attract more of the positivity into your world. Trusting your higher self is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing practice that requires commitment and dedication. But the rewards are immeasurable. When you live in alignment with your inner wisdom, you experience a sense of peace, joy, and fulfillment that can't be found anywhere else. You attract opportunities that resonate with your soul, and you manifest your desires with ease and grace. You become a beacon of light, inspiring others to follow their own path of self-discovery. So I encourage you to start on this journey of self-trust. Start listening to that inner voice and have the courage to follow its guidance. Set clear intentions, take inspired action, and release attachment to outcomes. Cultivate gratitude for all the blessings in your life, both big and small. You are a powerful creator. You have the ability to shape your reality and manifest your dreams. But it all starts with trusting your higher self. As you continue on this journey, remember that you're not alone. The universe is always conspiring to support you. Your higher self is always there to guide you, and you have the strength and resilience to overcome any challenges that come your way. So trust yourself, trust the process, and trust the universe. You are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. And when you align with your higher self, you'll not only get what you expect, but you'll also experience the true magic of manifestation. We hope this journey of self-discovery and manifestation has been enlightening for you. Remember, the power to create the life you desire lies within you. Trust your higher self, listen to its guidance, and take inspired action. The universe is waiting to support you every step of the way. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of trusting your higher self. We believe in your ability to manifest your dreams and live a life filled with purpose, joy, and abundance. Now go out there and create the life you deserve.